Hello, guys. This is your host, Natsu. Welcome again to another video. This time, this is the first part out of the three talking about bounty hunt. So, listen carefully. Bounty hunt is by far the best uh, event that SP has given us so far. It gives you a lot of gems, a lot of good monsters, and just by playing at regular basis, you can get almost to 10 new monsters, or at least 10 monsters, which two of them should be really good, at least. Okay, so this first part is talking about how to prepare nice to this bounty hunt. We'll talk first about the monsters. The what I call the all-star team. We have our main attacker, that is Tuska. I mean, down the volume. Okay, so this is the all-star team. We have Tuska. Tuska is our main attacker. This skill, Night Hunt, make him the perfect attacker. He can give himself bleeding hater and evasion. So the AI tend to not to use to use only this skill at first turn, which is perfect. So you can set up some bleeding on the boss or the fugitive and get a triple damage. That's for a start. He got nice set of skills. He got I will change it. Sorry. He got this skill, Night Predator, that deals moderate damage, then give him a 25% damage boost. He got a bleeding skill and a massive attack. That's our go-to skill. Okay. This attacker will work nicely with his assistant, Don K9, what I call him boss of all bosses. Don K9, he is a metropolitan era monster, so he can use the famous relic of Snitch Brand. Snitch Brand, for those that doesn't know what it is, it's basically guard down plus uh, vulnerable. Vulnerable make your attacks deal 50% uh, much damage, and guard down make your attacks always land despite uh, of your lack of precision. So it's a guaranteed hit for your Tuska. Also, he got his main skill is boss of all bosses, applies guard down hater, and remove all torture from your allies. So let's say your Tuska takes a bleeding or a poison and his damage output is reduced. When Don Kailan do this skill, you will regain your damage output and you get guard down hater. Remember, you are using Snitch Brand, so when Don K9 tend to damage the boss, he will apply a guard down at first. You can, if you feel unsafe, you can substitute this Snitch Brand with Street Disc. This is a guard down guaranteed at the first turn. But if you want a little adventure, you can use Snitch Brand to get extra vulnerable. So the third, let's say the third star of our team is none other than the famous Zamfira. Actually, my only second monster, the second legendary monster that I invested in to get into level 130. That's because she got an amazing setup skills and traits. Let's see. I'm using Canyon Hatchman, so I give all my team a damage boost, evasion, and true vision. That's really good. But what I am looking for is every hatred applies a random hater skill. Remember that double damage and damage mirror to all allies and pierce. So pierce tend to go through shields, and we will talk about this point later. So another skill, give a random elemental weakness to all enemies. So the AI tends to use only these two skills. Doesn't matter the third skill because this is a legendary monster. He got his turn last. It won't matter that much. So we'll be talking only about these two skills: double damage, pierce, and random elemental hater, evasion, true vision, and damage boost. This is your go-to skills. Also, this monster gives an area elemental hater. So, let's say you're using Tuska against an water monster based. Sorry. So, and the AI give you a water hater at the first of the battle. So, your damage, let's say your damage is 10. He became it became 30 because of the bleed hater, uh, and multiplied by 3 with the guard down of the Don Kainan, it became 90. Then when with this the right elemental hater, it became multiplied by 3, so it's 270. Again, it's multiplied 1.5 because of the vulnerable, so it can go to let's do a little math, 270.15, so it's about 405, almost 400 damage from 10 to 400, and we didn't count the damage boost and the double damage. So this it's an extra 150% of the damage. So 400 became 900. So not 9, it's 1000 actually. 400 with damage boost became 600, and with damage boost it almost 1000 to 1020, 200. So from damage equal to 10, with the right setup skills, it goes to from 10 to 1200. Do you imagine that? Your damage will become, with the setup skills, 120 times much stronger. So this is really, really interesting. After many tries, I found out this is the best team, my regular team. There are some exceptions, we'll talk about them later. So, also, Zenfiratin's tends to have a tough trait, I think, yeah. So, she can't be denied that much, but I'm giving her 2 life, 2 rune lives. Yeah, a legendary monster is given level 9 runes in order so she can stay, and the team strength so she can help again with damage output. We've talking a lot about the monsters. We go back to Don K9. Don K9 also has a nice trait. He has tough and immune to control. So he is basically can't be possessed or stunned or freezed or turned to a baby. So he is can be a perfect support for our Tuska. And Tuska, our dear Tuska, he got also the umbrella trait hardened. He got a 25% damage boost that can be added with the extra damage boost, 50% and 100% double damage. So he's a perfect attacker. Also, obviously, we will give him the all or our best runes. Okay, so I will be maining this one. Notice that his level is 142. 142, and I wish to make him 150. So in order to increase his damage furthermore, I will give you a little advice. You see these beast features? Try to maximize the earth beast, Antaeus, I don't know how to spell it, but this beast can give him a further 8,000 strength. A level 5 is sufficient. Level 6 only give a small shield and damage protection. Also, about the relics, Tuska has perfect 2 slots for relics. He can hold the sword, so basically you will give him your best, the only best laser beam sword. Laser beam sword can deal too much damage. So if you level him up to his final level, you will gain a 12 extra damage. Also, you will get a 5,000 increase in strength for 2 turns. That's really, really good. Also, he can hold a mask. And what is best than using the almighty Balthazar mask? This is really an underestimated and underrated mask. This mask, when we make him to his max level, he can give an extra 2,500 points of strength. So all these tricks or small touches can make your monster deal the most damage. If you got best runes, you can give him. Don't be too hesitated. So give him your best runes. I don't have a lot of X runes or level 10 runes. Otherwise, I would give him. So our preparation is far from over. So this is my all-star team. But in some cases, this team won't work. The first case, when you are facing the Earth fugitive. The Earth fugitive tends to have what I call the shield, 50% shield. So your attacks won't go through shield. Only if your Zamfira give you the pierce at the first turn. And sometimes there is a glitch. Even if you got pierce, your attacks won't go through the shield. So you may end up with a 0 score. Yeah, 0 score. You only fight in the shield. You won't damage the monster. So at this case, there is a guaranteed substitute. There is actually two, but there is Panion. Yeah, this Panion is really outdated, but he has a shield breaker. If he uses this skill, he will prevent the monster of using any sort of shields. Also, he got another skill that used the shield breaker. I don't think he got any more of that. No. He got two shield that make him use the shield break. But our best choice is none other than the mighty Kildrill. Kildrill is an amazing monster and also underrated. He got 4 skills that removes shield before damage. Watch this. Remove shield from one enemy, then deal moderate metal damage to one enemy. Remove shield, then deal damage. Remove shield, then deal damage. And his best one is access granted. Applies shield block to one enemy, then deal massive metal damage. This one also you can give him your best runes against the earth monster if you want to feel safe. If you don't want to take chances, or the other case, if you want to take chance and be a little greedy, you can use Tuska also. The other exception is the nature monster. In the bounty hunt, the nature monster has the abomination trait. This trait make him immune to bleed. So you won't get the triple damage considering the bleed hater, but you can get a nice amount of damage. Me personally, I tend to use a strong fire attacker. My best so far is this one. Where is it? Yeah, I even called him Natsu. Damit Khan. Damit Khan. Damit Khan is a really strong attacker. This is a really strong attacker. He can remove shields. He can deal a lot of heavy or very heavy attacks. Heavy attack, very heavy attack. He can deal damage, then applies damage boost. So he can deal a lot of damage, and he has the elemental advantage, fire over the nature. So he is a perfect match for the nature boss. So this is so far our needed information for preparation purposes. I hope you would like this guide. If you got any questions, leave them in comments. I will be happy to respond, and see you in the next time. Bye.